it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget and a complete get ready with me, which I don't think I've done for a while, from start to finish. So I thought I'd do that with you today. Now I've already done my skincare, otherwise the video would go on for hours and hours. So let us see. We will start with some foundation. Today I am using the Bourjois Healthy Mix, but I will put all this in the shades below. So I put a couple of little dots down the back of my hand. This has been a staple for me for ages and ages. I've got lots of foundations that I need to use up. And then I want to try the number 7 one that Monica has suggested I will try. But I've got quite a few I want to, I've got them written down here guys, so that's what I'm looking. I've got quite a few I want to use up first. So let's get this all blended in. If you can hear the wind, we've still got that storm that's come through. Can you hear it guys? It was worse yesterday, but I'm sure you'll still be able to hear it this morning. There's been quite a lot of devastation across England. Sorry guys, this is the LFF Look Good Forever, and this is the concealer, and this is shade 1. And I really like this guys. And now I'm just using my finger, and then when I've done that, I use the small beauty blender. Well, it's the Real Techniques one. And I take that up onto my eyes. It's devastation as far as property, but thank God no people lost their lives. We had lots of warning of it coming. Okay, next I use, this is Benefit's Boing. I think this is in the light colour, but I will list it. And I use this on a flat brush like this, and I use that as an eye primer. I hope you can see it guys. Let's try and turn the mirror around so I don't need quite so, get so close to it. See it? And I put that from the inner corner and all over my lid, right up to my brow. Get that little sponge again, and I make sure that's all blended. Got to be careful on my crinkly old eyelids. So yeah, we've had that storm over the weekend. Well, lots of trains were cancelled. The airports obviously are in commotion, you can imagine. Which are having a bit of a time of it as well. Because they're having to watch as well, because you've probably heard all over about the virus that's come from China, and you know they're really having to isolate people, and anybody who's visited China, we've got special hospitals over here that they have to be put in like sterile, safe. I can never say these things. Okay guys, so yeah, they've got to be extra careful as well because of the virus that's come over from China. So the airports are obviously having to put people in, like incubated, is that the right word? So that they're not near anybody else. And obviously there's only so many of those units in the country. So, what's that coming off there? There's only so many of those units in the country, so yesterday it was all commotion because the airports with the wind and everything, all the planes are cancelled, standing on the tarmac, coming in, coming out, and then there's this incubation going on. So it's a job for the people at the airport at the moment. Right. So when I've done that, the next thing I do is I get some powder. Now I didn't used to set my face because honestly I couldn't find powder that would be any good or not show all the lines and everything I've got. And it's a cross between my makeup setting properly so that I know it will last, and also finding a powder that doesn't go in all my cracks. And this is definitely the best powder that I've ever found. It's Coty's Spun. This is the original, so you've still got a little bit of that smell about it, but it dies down. It doesn't, it just smells, I don't know. It smells powdery, old-fashioned sort of powdery, but just tap a little bit out of my hand like this. But it goes, once it's on your face, it goes. So I just very quickly set under my eyes like this. And then like this, keep my eyes open, like this. And then my lids. So I haven't done a complete get ready with me, I don't think, for ages, have I? Like that one. So we didn't go anywhere or do anything over the weekend. We didn't even go out to the shop for anything. We were short of a few bits, but we'll make do with what we've got, you know. So I get my big grocery shopping delivered, you know that, guys. Okay, so when I've done, we're coming out of vision. When I've done that, I get a little bit and I finish my face off with it. I use the puff that comes with it, take off the excess, tap off the excess, and I push like this. And I find that this is the best way to blur my pores, because I've had a pore issue recently. Seems to be something I've got coming with age, I think. I've started using niacinamide. I'm obviously making sure your face is completely clean, but I do think it's an age thing. Like that. And then make sure that's all sealed like that. And then I get a big brush, one like this, and I finish it all off so that there's no excess powder on my face at all. Once that's done, my powder, what I say the base is done, so that's the base of any look. I'm going to put on, and I like to use this, the Vitamin E Hydrating Mist, which I prefer to use, it's just a little spray. Okay, so while that's drying, as I said, I prefer to use this. This is the best. I've got setting sprays, but for me this is the best one because it sets, but it's not drying at all, and also it's being good to my skin at the same time. So I'm happy with that, and that's a setting spray I think I will always stick to. I like it a lot. So while that's drying, I always shower before I go to bed. I just prefer to. Mostly because I like my hair to dry itself. I can't remember the last time I used a hairdryer. Honestly, unless I'm going out in the evening, even if I'm going out in the evening, I'll try to wash my hair in the morning, let it dry and then style it. I just, because it's dyed and because it's long, I try to avoid as much heat as I can. So this is what my hair is like if I was just to leave it. So if I left it now and done the front, just did the front, it would be kind of just like a beachy kind of messed up, just got out of bed. So I'm not sure today whether I want to put it up or whether I want to straighten it, but we'll decide that later. So next thing I do, and I normally get this out the night before, guys, because I'm quite organised that way, in that way anyway, is I try, just 1 second, okay, so I try to fit in what I'm wearing. So I know what I'm wearing the night before, so I know what sort of colours that I want to put on my eyes, or what my makeup theme I want it to be, so that it all sort of flows together. Now, you saw on Tuesday that I did the W7 collection, and I love those palettes, guys. I really love those palettes. This is another one. This is one I didn't bring out. I've only just received this. This is a W7 and it's called Wild Eyes. Now it's not the Norvina palette or anything like that, because I never got the Norvina palette. It's a little bit too mauve for me. It's a little bit too mauve. I like subtle mauves. So if you look at this one, look at these and these. See, so you've got the blues and the mauves, but they are a lot more subtle, more sort of plummy, lilac-y tones. And for me, if I'm going to wear those shades, they're the ones that I like the best. So let's make a start with this. I'm a bit, oh sorry, I'm bringing, come a bit closer so you can see my eyes a bit better. And I start off with my usual brush from Primark, which Samantha suggested, bless her heart. And I've been using it ever since, and I know Jockey Kaz has been using it ever since. And it's a lovely, lovely brush. It's great, it's ideal. So this one in this corner I'm taking, which is kind of an off pinky colour, just for there. Now for the crease, I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to put it on the tip part of the brush, and I'm going to run it around here. This is just a transition colour. I'm going to run it. This brush fits just nicely for me. The shape of it goes into the crease and just distributes enough over the top. I really like this brush. Put it a bit on the other side. Remember, this is just a transition colour. Like this. Okay, so then I get my big blender brush, but you know I like to use those. If I can find it. There it is. And I blend that. Blend until it practically disappears up towards the brow. So you just want that as the base. And then I'm going to take a slightly darker one. So I'm going to take this one here, which is kind of a pinky mauvey colour here. And then I'm going to do the same place, just slightly lower down. You see what I'm doing, guys? Same over and over shape. So same area, but not quite so high up. this one here. My eyes, I can do this one really easily, but for some reason, this one is older than this one. Skin-wise, it seems to be harder to do and to adjust. You know, it's harder to get the shape right on this eye. You see how I'm having to do little round movements to get it to look anything like this eye. I don't know. Okay, and then back to the blending again. We want to do the same thing again. This. And same thing again here. Like that. So we've got those two colours on. And next, I want to get the finer brush. And I'm going to use this dark one, which is really sort of a cherry, deep, like a black cherry colour. And that is just going to go there, making the shape. Can you hear that ring, guys? I don't know if you can hear it. You hear it? All my windows are closed. Slightly up into the crease, up and down like that. See that one? And then we're going to get the blender again, and we're just going to do circle motions all over that. And you can darken that a little more if you want to, but I think that's fine for me today. I'm not going anywhere today, not in this weather. I may have to venture out, or Baz and I might have to venture out for some, get enough milking. I don't take milk. Baz don't take milk, well, that means nut milks, you know. And Baz does his tea and coffee black. I can't drink mine black. I like milk in mine. Okay. So that's that there. Then I will take my very thin under eye brush and I will get that dark colour. And just so I can do it here so you can see. Really next to the lashes. I need my mirror a bit further near my camera really. That. And then coming up at the side, as you know I do, so you do lots of times. And this one. That. And then a slightly more fluffy brush, well that's a very fluffy brush, and looking up and just smudging that underneath so it doesn't just look a flat line. Right. And if I wanted to go a bit darker, I would get the tiny brush that I used for under my eyes and I would just enhance, just that little bit there, just that tiny little bit there. You can see it literally, I'm just trying to enhance that little bit. Put that off like that. And round. And I'll do the same the other side. matches up nicely. That's it. And then I get a brush and I make sure that the edges here are well blended. I've got enough of my eyes to, this is just a clean brush. And I'm just making sure that those ends, the edges that I've blended in together are all even. Okay. Then I'm going to get my foundation brush and I'm just going to clear that edge there. And I've always done that, and I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's always what I do to make sure that any fallout, which you get very little with the number 7 palettes, is not going down too low. And yeah, that's that. Now for the lid, if you want it quite intense, you know, you can spray your brush with a but I'm not too worried about that today. So mostly I probably will do it with my finger. Let's see what we got here. That's not the right brush, is it, guys? Bringing all the wrong brushes out, I have. That's it. Right, so what should we put on the lid, guys? I don't really want the gold. So I think what I will do is I will just put the pale pink, and we might put a little bit of that afterwards, but for now I'm going to put the pale pink all on my lid. So I'm just going to put that on my lid. Just going down into this corner. Blending it up and blending it in with that edge. So that it's mixing in with the colour. You see what I'm doing, guys? Just blending that into that. And then I'll put a little bit on this side. I said that was pale pink, it looked called beige, kind of a beigey, taupey beigey pink, isn't it? So on this side. Okay. Look at her in. They've got buses turned over and trees down and a whole roof come off of houses. It's dreadful. We haven't got that here. I mean, the winds are really bad, but it's a little further up the country. I don't know if you know the areas, but Yorkshire, towards Yorkshire and Scotland. Scotland always get hit. They always get hit the worst. That's that one. So I might just go for a matte look today. What do you think? Might just go for a matte look. This is how I am in the morning, guys. I never decide to. But otherwise I could put a little bit of shimmer just in the middle there. Shall I do that just to show you? I'll do it just to show you. So I'll put a little bit there and just that little bit on the centre. Just the centre. See, tap, tap, tap there. Just that little bit there. And the same, and I'm using this pale one here, which is a very light shimmer. Just in the centre there. It's kind of a goldy colour, but it's not, you know, an in your face one. There, just that little bit there. Okay, so for me that's the shadows done. Let's pick a few things up that I'm going to use next. Okay, so next I'm going to finish my eyes. And this is a felt tip black liner. I'll make everything below what they are. Now, I do this really carefully, and I've only been using eyeliner for a while. But I found as I've got older now, it does enhance my eyes quite a bit. But I'm still quite new to it, so I have to be very, very careful. So I place it on my lashes, and I just tip it back. Can you see, guys? I'm not even drawing a line, just on that very corner. I don't know why I'm putting this silly face, but it helps. Can you see how thin that is, guys? Really just tiny, literally between my eyelashes. I'm stamping it, I'm putting the tip on my eyelashes and I'm stamping it. And just in that little corner a little bit. And that's it, that's all I use for eyeliner. Very, very thin. Now, what I would normally do next is my tight line. But I've run out of the gel because I like to use a very soft gel liner for that. But I've run out of that. And I like the Avon one. It's so soft and it stays in tight line. Stays. But I'm waiting for it to be delivered. I didn't want the guy to come out. I get it from Avon, so I didn't want him to come out of the weekend. I said, no, leave it, because, you know, coming through that storm just to deliver my eye makeup. I said, no, leave it till the weather's calmed down a bit, you know, and bring it then. So I think that's what he's going to do. But normally, I would tight line. But it's only the Avon one that I like, really. This is Lancome's primer, eyelash primer, but I much prefer, I want to use this one up, but I much prefer the Essence one. The Essence Princess Lash Primer is the best. I think so, I think so. I don't use a curling at all. I'm just not friends with them at the moment. They seem to pull more of my eyelashes out than that. Or it's just the way I'm using them, but I don't use a curler at the moment. I'm sure I'll find a better one. I got one from PS from Primark and it was lovely, a goldy one, it was lovely, and I can't find it. I've got about 4 pairs of eyelash curlers, but I'm not happy with the ones that I have. And that's that. I'm sorry if it's a bit of a longer video, guys, but I wanted to do a full get ready with me because I haven't done it for so long, really. So the next thing I do, you know, I got things out, didn't I? This is Revolution Retractable brow pencil. So I brush my eyebrows into place. And then I use the pencil side. See? Little strokes. Fill them in. The line there. And then I use the brush. And I brush them up, so that the lines that I've drawn look like hair and not just a drawn line. And I'll do the same the other side. Fill in all the sparse bits. That's it. And then you can see any little sparse bits. and then that. And then when I've done that, this is an Essence. This is the Essence Show Me Brow. This is the little eye. I could have been. This is the Show Me Brow. I hope you can hear me over all that, guys. And that just sets it into place. Wow. So that's that one finished with. Then I get my next thing is a bronzer. And the one that I'm using today is by Bare Minerals. This one, which I really like. I'll list the name below. It's really, really subtle. Really subtle. Put it on a brush like this. And to go around the perimeters of my face. You can see it's so, so subtle. You can hardly see it. I can see it in real life. You see, guys, you don't need, you know, I don't need anything more than that. Just to give me that shadow definition. But I don't need anything more than that. Particularly my contour area there. Particularly in the winter months, you know. It's done there. And then, same this side. If I think it's long and long, I'll try and edit the bits in between so that you don't end up going to sleep. That's it. And then my blender. Same one as I use for the powder, and I might cleanse this off every day so that it's always clean. Because there's nothing on it, it's just used for blending. That's it. Blush I'm using is Nars Orgasm, which is my all-time favourite blush. Anybody who knows that. And that goes here. This is just a gorgeous blush. Look at that, guys. It just works every time. And then like that. I love this blush. I just love it. The Sleek Rose Gold is a very good dupe. This is the actual Nars one that I've got this time, but I very, very often use Sleek Rose Gold, which I like very much as well. Okay. Sorry guys, I got a message there. And that one. Okay. So now for mascara. Nearly there. Today I've got the Covergirl. I really love this mascara. Which one is this called? Is it Ultra Lash or I love this one, Supreme Lash. I can't remember, I can't see it, but I'll list this one in the long tube, in the blue tube. And I wear black. I nearly always wear black. It's got the curved brush, and I like that, guys. So down and wiggle and up, and then use the back part. I have to pull that face. I can't put mascara on unless I pull that silly face. Get the corners. Use the cup side and wiggle and up. And then the back a bit and push it up and push it up. Look at that, guys. I love that mascara. Hope it calms down before we go over to the store. I wouldn't, well, I don't drive, but I wouldn't drive in this anyway. It's quite funny for people in America, I think, to think you don't drive, because everyone seems to drive, but not everyone drives here. Most do, but a lot of people don't drive. Our country's so much smaller. I mean, it's still handy, it's still good for the shopping and so forth, but I get mine delivered. I'm with Mary Ellen, I don't like shopping. I like looking in makeup stores, and I like looking in clothes stores, and I love looking in charity shops, in thrift stores. I love that, but grocery shopping, no. Okay, so that's my mascara, and now I'm not going to do lip liners and everything today. I'm going to put on, where's this one? This is one by MUA. I'm not sure which one it is. But I'll put the colour down. It's actually a little bit darker than I wanted. Sorry, it's a little bit darker than I wanted, so I'm going to find something to lighten that up a little bit. So this is one by Revolution. It's better. I'll list both the colours below. So, that's my makeup done, guys. Now, what to do with my hair. If I was going to put it up, I don't normally do it on the day after washing it, because it's very soft. And it's better to be a little bit firmer to get up, you know, when you're putting your hair up. Sometimes I just leave it so that it's just like this, obviously tidied a little bit. And sometimes I'll straighten it. I'll go and decide what I'm going to do, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I decided not to do anything with my hair at all. Obviously I brushed it through, I scrunched it up a little bit, put a little bit of spray on it, and that's it. And the reason I don't like to keep treating my hair, I want my hair longer now. So when I trim it, I trim very little off. And, you know, I want to keep it in as best health as I can. So if I'm not going out, I will just wear my hair like this. I mean, if I was going somewhere, I would probably, well, I would style it a bit better, but I wanted to show you the real me, and this is the real me on a daily basis. So, that's it. That's all I do with my hair, but my makeup is on every single day. Okay, if you've stayed this long, thank you so much for staying this long and watching me. If you like Get Ready With Me's, let me know, please, and I'll do them for you. You take care of yourselves. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Bye.